Okay, good morning to all of you. So any questions, please let me know. Okay, so in the previous class, we started cryptography, right? So cryptography mainly related to protocols, symmetric ciphers and asymmetric ciphers. So we discussed what is the plain text, cipher key, crypto system, etc. Then we defined communication participants. Then we defined what do you mean by channel, right? Then there are the main four goals of the cryptography. So cryptographic goals are confidentiality, data integrity, authentication, and non-repudiation. So whatever the crypto system you are studying, right? So we need to see that is it all four of them are tackled by that, or which one of them are can be tackled. For example, symmetric crypto system will not give the non-repudiation at all. Okay, even authentication, right? So with even with symmetric, so we can make max and all for authentication purpose. So whereas a public crypto system is gives many of these, all four. Okay. Okay, then we define what is encryption, decryption functions, and then symmetric key encryption. Then this is what we studied, that is a symmetric key encryption, a public crypto system. So it is related to one mathematical problem, that is there is an easy to compute function from domain to range, but range to domain it is very difficult to compute F inverse, right? So but F inverse can be computed with a trapdoor information. Okay, then we started looking classical ciphers. One is a shift cipher, other one is a generalization to this, that is called FN cipher, right? Then completely different cipher, that is called Wigner cipher. Then Hill cipher, right? Then there are something called substitution cipher and permutation cipher. Then one completely different cipher called play fair cipher. Yeah, and this is a small exercise to figure out what is ADFGX cipher. And yeah, so these are the things we done. So today we'll start. Yeah, today just we want to discuss a little bit about the crypto analysis, right? So as we know that Alice and Bob, so there is unsecured channel of communication there. Eve can listen or modify. So these are the things will be there. Okay, these are the some of the main cryptographic applications. Okay. Yeah, so that data authentication, MAC algorithms, hash functions. So these are all zero knowledge proofs, origin non-repudiation. So like that, confidentiality. So these are all cryptographic parts. Okay, right. So basic exhaustive key search or brute force attack first. What is that meaning? We given that message and plain text and cipher text. So pair is given, and we have a key space, that is K1, K2, Kn, the key space. So brute force attack now checks for each Ki, right? A decryption. So decryption function. So Ki comma C is equal to M, because we have a cipher text. We do not have original message, right? Adversary only knows the cipher text. So now, but by using keys, different keys, they want to get the original message. If you check with all the keys, then it is highly possible that we'll get it. So equality holds, a possible correct key is found. Okay, so it is important to note that brute force attack against symmetric ciphers is always possible in principle. Whether it is feasible in practice depends upon the key space, that is number of possible keys that exist for the given cipher. If testing all the keys on many modern computers takes so much time, several decades, then we say that cipher is computationally secure against the brute force attack. Okay. So one person called Bruce Scheiner, so he told that breaking a cipher simply means that finding a weakness in the cipher that can be exploited with a complexity is less than the brute force. Never mind, brute force might be required 2 power 128 encryptions and attacking, but an attack requires only 2 power 10 encryptions would be considered as a break. But whether it is useful or not, different thing. Simply put, break can just a certificational weakness, evidence that cipher does not perform as advertised. Yeah, so that is what. Other than brute force, if you're able to get it, then it is like it is little weakness is there. So in the previous class, we discussed that substitution cipher. Do you remember that? Substitution cipher is that we'll give some substitution, right? For each one, we'll do some substitution, right? Arbitrary substitution. Then there are 26 factorial keys are there. So very, very big key space. 26 factorial is very big number. But even then, bad luck is that there is a simple way to get the data. Okay, that is what we call frequency analysis. This is the one of the earlier technique people used. Yeah. So what is happens here? E comes very frequently in the English alphabet, right? So for instance, letter E is most frequent, 13% it will be there. T is the second most frequent letter, 9%. Okay, A is the third most, 8%, and so on, right? So now with this, if you get a highest times repeated letter, we can call as E. We can decode it as E. Like that, it is possible, highly possible that the frequency analysis will help you to do all the till now, whatever the ciphers we defined till now, they can be easily tackled. Are there any questions here? Rutuja, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so till now what happened is that key space is very large, 26 factorial. So brute force method is very tough. But bad luck is that there is a frequency analysis. English letters have some sort of frequency. So because that it can be attacked easily. So this actually with an example now we are telling cryptanalysis means, so classical cryptanalysis, that is mathematical analysis and brute force attacks. And there are some other things also, implementation attacks and social engineering. Okay, this is what we are going to discuss throughout the course, mathematical analysis and brute force attacks. But most of the course we not study cryptanalysis, but one can study them. But just now I'll tell you what is implementation attacks and social engineering. Social engineering is nothing but, so sometimes we will cheat the people directly, physically. So they will say that I am from some place, I am the government employee, so give me the information. So they will pretend like you are an employee, right? So there are some movies also done, right? So CBI officers like that, they will come and they will attack. No? So do you know the movie, that movie? Akshay Kumar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, that social engineering. Social engineering is that why it is happening like this. Okay, just let me close it and again come back. Yeah, so So social engineering attacks means that so bribing or blackmailing, tricking or classical espionage, and can be used to obtain secret key by involving the humans, right? For instance, forcing someone to reveal his or her secret key. Example, by holding gun to his or her head, right? So another less violent attack is to call people whom we want to attack on the phone. This is IT department of your company, right? That I already told you. So for important software updates, you need your password, something they will say, right? So these are happening recently, right? Many people are cheating like this, right? Yeah. So in fact, it happened in our university also. So one person told that wrote a mail to us that I am the head of the department, right? My head only wrote like that. So at the rate, so but I not checked that my head name is Amber Habib, right? The mail came that Amber Habib at the rate of gmail.com. I am working in Shivnadar University, so it has to come snu.ac.in, right? I'm not checked actually. So many people not checked. So Amber.Habib. So name is correct. So then some people responded and they lose money. Okay. So the content of the mail is that I am now in the classroom. So I have to send some 10,000 rupees urgently to my friend. So can you do a favor? Can you do it? So since he is highest higher authority, right? So sometimes we will be in trap. Am I clear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So these things are happening now, right? Yes. Okay. So whenever I'm doing this, something happening. Okay. So like that, another one is that implementation attack. See, when sometimes what happens when you are generating password or something, or encryption is going on, it may take a lot of time. In that, at that moment, a lot of power will be used or something. So while implementing it, by looking some techniques, we can figure out that how much key length can be or something like that. That is called implementation attacks. So, but anyhow, we will not discuss these in the course. So that's why I'm just telling these two. But mainly mathematical analysis and brute force attack. Mathematical analysis, like frequency analysis, is a mathematical analysis, right? Brute force we already know. So checking with all keys, right? So in fact, see, these are what single letter how many times comes, but you know which there is a pairs also will come frequently. You know, th comes very frequently, right? So this type of things also there. So two words, okay, and three letters together, and so that way also people figure out frequency analysis will work. So how many of you remember that the previous class we discussed Wigner cipher? Do you remember how it will be done? Wigner cipher. Can you recall and tell me how we done? Suresh, do you remember Wigner cipher?
No, sir.
Yeah, Wigner cipher, how it be done? Rutuja, what about you?
No, sir.
No, we completed it. Okay. So Wigner cipher will use one keyword, right? For example, cipher is a keyword. Okay. Now cryptography is fun. What we will do? So I want to convert into ciphertext, right? How do we convert? So cipher, how many letters are there? 6 letters are there, correct? Then I will divide this into 6 ways, right? So blocks of length 6. See, crypto, CAPHER. There are 6 are there, right? Yeah, I divided into 6 only. Crypto 6, Graphy 6, is fun 5. Okay. We can add extra bit here. So you put below. So for example, now crypto, how do you convert, right? Crypto C means 2, R means 17, Y means 24. Like that we have. And now key values are 2, 8, 15, 7, 4, and 17. So we'll add them. Is it okay now? Clear? 2 plus
Yes, sir.
2, 2 plus 2, 4. Yeah, 88 plus 17, 25, like that. Now 4 means E, 25 means Z, 13 means N. So this is the one. Similarly, I will do, now I'll take graphy. Now again, this one, cipher. So that means that I am putting like this, okay. So crypto, below I'll put cipher. Again graphy, again cipher. Okay, is fun. Again below cipher. Now PHER, PHE tak jayanga, right? Then I will add them, right? Are you following? Adding means this is 2, this is 2, 2 plus 2, 4, right? Are you okay? Are you clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we'll add them and we'll get the this text. This is the, but this is little different, right? Here frequency analysis will not work. Why? So same C I'm adding to here also I am added C plus C. This is not substitution cipher, right? I'm not substituting C with some letter or something, right? It is a completely different approach, right? So here one person called Case or something, exact name I forgot. So he made some nice test here. First of all, when it is a Wigner cipher, you know that it is a Wigner cipher. Then we need to know the length of the keyword, right? So first objective to, I know only the cipher text. I want to get the original message, right? That is the duty of adversary, correct? So first goal is that trying to find out the length of the keyword, correct? And next, so there are some techniques that, for example, there is a repetition. So some letters are here. So here it is not like that, but so there is some three words are repeated here and here and here and several places. Then there is a high chance that those are also repeated in my original text. Like techniques are there. That mathematical analysis is there. Am I okay or not okay? I wrote something. So those who are interested, then check out that how Wigner cipher can be tackled. Cryptanalysis of Wigner cipher is a good subject and very interesting. Oh, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So cryptanalysis also we need to study whatever the cipher crypto system we are doing. So analysis also important because we need to know whether how far it is secure, right? Yeah, so that's why we need to look into that aspect as well. So that's why I'm telling you all these. But now when we start doing different things, we'll see that how far that is secure. Okay. Now another important point is that, yeah, so an attacker always looks for the weakest link in your crypto system, right? That means you have to choose a strong algorithm and you have to make sure that social engineering and implementation attacks are not practical. Yeah. So there is a principle called Kirchhoff principle, like in electrical engineering also there is one principle, Kirchhoff principle, right? So what is that? Crypto system should be secure even if the attacker, Eve, knows all the details about the system, with the exception of the secret key. Okay, in particular, system should be secure when attacker knows the encryption, decryption algorithms also, right? So everyone knows that this is done by this algorithm. Even then they cannot find out. Yeah. So is the principle is clear? Only
Yes, sir.
unknown thing is that secret key. Yeah, good. Okay, so security, and again, what do you mean by secure, right? So there is three things are there generally. computational security, probable security, unconditional security. And unconditional security is the best one. Means unconditional security means that so however how much computational resources you give, it takes infinite time. Yeah. So a crypto system is unconditionally or information theoretically secure if cannot be broken, even with infinite computational efforts, resources. Very, very, very tough. So this is the best feasible, but best one we need, but it may not be feasible in general. Okay. So we will give you one example of unconditional security also now in a while. What do you mean by computationally secure? So means so there may be best algorithms. You say that it is secure by one algorithm, but in general we need to, it should be secure by all possible algorithms. So a best possible algorithm breaking it requires n operations. N should be very, very large. Then we say that it's computationally secure. Yeah. Right. Whereas probably secure means that so your problem, convert it into a problem of already unsolved problem. You prepare a crypto system, it can be broken if already some problem is broken already. So that means we reduce this problem to that problem. Usually this is the most thing used. Is it okay? A little bit. Is it clear? I'm reducing this problem to another problem. So if that problem is solved, then this problem is also solved. For example, given a crypto system is secure if the given integer cannot be factored. Okay. And we know that given an integer, factorization is a tough problem. So my algorithm depends upon this. Okay. I can reduce my algorithm to that problem. Yeah, so these are the three securities. Now I'm going to tell you the attacks, possible attacks. Any questions till now? Okay. Now I'm going to tell you three main attacks. That is, so there are ciphertext attack only, known plain text attack, chosen plain text attack, and chosen ciphertext attack. I will explain you this, but attacks also there are active attack, passive attack. So your opponent may not be very just a passive attacker. He does not have powers. Okay. So then it is okay. But active attacker knows many things. Okay. So we need to think that attacker is active attacker, then we need to work. Yeah. So attacks are passive attacks and active attack also. Okay. So what is ciphertext attack? Now we are going to tell this, but the process of decrypting message without knowledge of underlying key is called cryptanalysis. So how analysis can be done? So these are some of the ways to know, right? So I'll explain you one after the another. So before that, just try to understand this. Your opponent always uses the best strategy to defeat you, not the strategy that you want her to use, right? The security of a encryption system depends upon the best known method to break it. As new and improved methods are developed, a level of security can also get worse or never better. Yeah. So first one is the ciphertext attack only attack, right? In this attack, the opponent attacker knows only the ciphertext. It is general, right? Knows only the ciphertext, but not the corresponding plain texts, right? So in the history of cryptography, early ciphers implemented using the pen and paper were routine breaking using the ciphertext attack only, right? For example, what about the frequency analysis we told earlier? There we know only ciphertext. So we done the frequency analysis and we solve the problem, right? Similarly, that Wigner cipher, there is a test, right? So only with ciphertext it is possible. Some of them are attacked, some of them are easily figured out. Is it okay? Example is clear. Ciphertext attack is clear. Mehak, is it okay?
So the example is not clear.
No, what I'm telling is that you know the ciphertext only, right?
Yes,
Alice
sir.
and Bob, they are communicating, and Eve got the ciphertext. Okay, so they got, but ciphertext does not give plain text, right? So, but even then, by frequency analysis, right? So, what is the frequency analysis? For example, so I know that E comes several more frequently, right? So in my ciphertext now I'll see that ciphertext. Then with that I will try to get it. See, for example, yeah. So here, right? Here it is here it is not possible. But once something is already conducted, then it is easy. Yeah. For example, cryptography is fun, right? So now here, which letter came frequently? Yeah, that we will see. So which letter come frequently, that will convert it into E. Okay, for example, one more example we'll see. Here, what is the example? Attack is the thing, but look at this question. Decipher the ciphertext. Okay, so here, of course, we give the, this is the FN cipher we give, but by using that we want to go back. But without that, how can you do? So look at this. So which letter came frequently? Can you tell me? So B here, 2 times B came, right?
Why?
Y came several more times. Y is here 1. Yeah, 2. Oh, you are very fast. Y came very many times. So what I will do now, I'll replace Y with Y means E, right? Now B, E, T, U, H. Again, wherever Y comes, I'll put E. Then again, I will do another one. Like that, frequency analysis is the technique. I know only the ciphertext. I do not know the plain text, but sometimes it is possible to get this plain text. Provided if your ciphers are either these ciphers like FN cipher or substitution cipher or shift cipher, then it is possible, because shift cipher and FN cipher are part of substitution cipher, right? Then it is possible. Okay, but Wigner cipher, some other technique. So ciphertext attack only means only I know the ciphertext, but not the plain text. It is possible. Yeah, so that is the first ciphertext attack only. Yeah, so next one is the known plain text attack. What is known plain text attack? So here what happens is that you give some plain text, adversary will give some plain text to the encryptor or encrypting machine. So it will give corresponding ciphertext. So we'll give some plain text to it, and then it will give some ciphertext. So the goal is to find the secret key. It is not the original thing. Okay, sometimes what happens, you see that yeah, so assume that you are accessible to that encryption machine. So you will give some plain text and it will give ciphertext, and you have some pairs of plain text and ciphertext. Now by using that, we want to find the key. If you're able to guess the key properly, then you are done. So this is called known plain text attack. Is it okay? Are you able to see the difference between these two? Here nothing is there, very passive. No information is known. Only you know the ciphertext, and from that you need to find the key. General problem. But here it is little more powerful. Why powerful? So you have some plain text and their ciphertext. That already you know. So the encryption person is very confident that I will give some plain text, some cipher. It is okay. He gave you. Now your duty to figure out that. Is it okay? Suresh, are you clear with?
Yes.
Yeah. So Amya, are you fine? This is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So chosen plain text attack means what? So you can think like this. So plain known plain text attack. Let us assume like this. So the person gives only for certain plain text and certain ciphertext. For example, it happens, right? So you are one newspaper editor. You are one newspaper editor. You do not get the secret, right? But there is some seriously every day there is an article which is coming continuously every day, right? First day, second day, third day, like that. But so how to get the secret, right? So first day, so there is so the message is going. Apparent is able to get the ciphertext, but he do not know the plain text. But next day it came in the paper. Then you know that the ciphertext and plain text, right? You have these two are there. But next day, how do you figure out? Again, there is a problem. He unable to get it now. Again, he has the ciphertext. Again, next third day, it will come in the paper. So he know the ciphertext and plain text again. Like that, for certain pairs, he has plain text and ciphertext. Plain text also, he is not the person chosen, right? So plain text also comes from this. But now chosen plain text attack means that now the attacker. So I told little mistake here. So here a known plain text attack means that the encryptor will give both plain text as well as ciphertext, some pairs. But in the chosen plain text attack, attacker is allowed to choose his own plain text and then do it. Yeah, sorry. Now I hope difference is clear between these two. Known plain text attack only we have prescribed plain text and ciphertext are given. But in the chosen plain text attack, you choose the plain text adversary, and he will give the corresponding ciphertext. Are you able to understand the difference between these two? Kaustubh, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
For example, you know public key cryptography.
Yes, sir.
In the public cryptography, what happens? Do you remember? So, for
The
example,
public.
Alice and Bob, let us say, go slowly. So, Alice and Bob are there, right? So, Alice want to send some message to Bob. What she will do?
So Alice has some public key, Bob public key, and Bob has secret key. So Alice will convert that text using public key.
Whose public key she will convert? So message M is there. This want to send to Bob. What Alice will do now?
Alice will use the public key.
Whose public key?
Bob's public key.
Very good. So Bob's public key, BPK and BSK, Bob's secret key, right? So this message has to be sent, right? Now she uses the Bob's public key and converts, right? So then
Yes,
we'll get a ciphertext. Now Eve can see what? Eve can see ciphertext, but only Bob can get the original text because Bob has the secret key. No one has.
Yes.
Now only two persons know the message. Who are those people? Alice and Bob. Because Alice is the person who has a message, so she converted. So now Eve can get the, so Eve can choose some plain text and she can convert. See,
Yes,
Eve,
sir.
now Eve also can choose the Bob public key.
Yes,
It is
sir.
public. So what she can do now, she will take, her goal is to find the original message, right?
Yes, sir.
There are two objectives. One is that original message itself or completely entire key they want to know. Bob's secret key. There are two things, right? So Bob's
Yes.
secret, if you know Bob's secret key, then everything is done. Whatever the message going to Bob, completely we can exploit. You can get. But sometimes only this message can be derived. She may not interested in all Bob's, only on particular time only they want. Because elections are going on. So opponent ka what is going on to know at that particular time is sufficient, right? So what is that I want to say? Now what Eve can have? What is the power Eve can have? Not only this ciphertext she knows, right? She knows some other things also. What is that? So she can give some, she can choose some plain text, right?
Yes.
Other plain text, and by using Bob's public key, she can get this corresponding ciphertext also. Now she has plain text, she has ciphertext, but for which message?
The different his message, her message.
Eve ka, right? So that is called chosen plain text attack. So she can choose as many plain text as possible, and she will get the corresponding ciphertext. Now, by using this information, she want to crack the today's one. So this is called chosen plain text attack. But whereas known plain text attack, she does not have the power. So the Alice herself gave to Eve, okay, this is some plain text, this is some ciphertext. Take it, you try. Yeah, I am giving you a challenge. It is like a challenge. Okay. So depending upon the crypto system, you can give. For example, first crypto system, you do not give anything. Okay, I not give any information. You try out yourself. You go, Eve is, we are not giving any information to Eve. But we are afraid of that our crypto system is not that good. But known plain text attack may little power is given. What is the power? We are giving the plain text as well as corresponding ciphertext, but only particular pairs. Then we are challenging the Eve to do. But in the chosen plain text attack, now you choose the plain text whatever you like. Okay, I will give the cipher. Still you cannot do it. But what is the chosen ciphertext attack? Can you guess now? Now we are giving the ciphertext. We are asking you to give the plain text.
Plain text.
Are you following this part? Chosen ciphertext attack means that now we are giving the ciphertext. So, but of course they will not give the present thing. So some other they may give, right? So we are choosing the ciphertext. So we are intelligent. You will choose the ciphertext in a very nice way. Correct? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now it depends upon the intelligence, how intelligent you are, which ciphertext you give. So this is much better. Okay. So is it possible that if you understand the 4 types of attacks?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in future, whatever the thing you are reading, try to look at that. For example, substitution cipher even not useful even here itself. We have a frequency analysis, right? Yeah. So public crypto system is better than even choosing text attack also. I can choose my plain text, whatever I plain text I choose, I'll get the corresponding ciphertext also. But even then I cannot crack. Yeah. So you are preparing public crypto system, be careful that you need to be careful that the opponent can get whatever the plain text you choose, corresponding ciphertext he can get, but even then he cannot. So you need to prepare your crypto system by having this information ahead. Yeah, I hope I am clear. Any questions? Mehak or somebody can point out. Is it clear? All of you are clear with these 4 types?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we are coming to the actual thing, right? So I want to tell you that um, some nice attack, which is called unconditionally secure attack, I want to tell you, and that can be very, very powerful. So there are 2 types of encryptions. One is called stream ciphers, other is called block ciphers. So in the course, we will do block ciphers only, but I want to tell you what is a stream cipher. Okay. So in the stream cipher, what happens is that so one letter at a time we will encrypt. Okay. How the encryption function look like? So here all my elements xi, yi, si. Okay. Si is the secret key, and xi is the plain text, plain letter, and yi is the output. Okay. So what is yi is equal to xi plus si modulo 2. Okay. So xi is either 0 or 1. Si is either 0 or 1. I will add them and modulo 2 I will do. Then whatever I'll get, that is yi. Now yi also possible values are 0 or 1. What is a decryption? Same thing. Again, we will add si to it, I will get it. Right. So there is no difference at all. Both are same functions. Encryption and decryption are the same functions. So how it is done? xi is the input, si is the secret key, yi is the output, right? So now yi is the decryption, how it goes? Yi is the output, si will again add, same si I will add, then I'll get xi. So the proof is very simple, right? So what is d of si comma yi? Yi plus si. But what is yi? Xi plus si. So what is si plus si? If both are 0, si is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0. If both are 1, then again 1 plus 1 is 0. So I'll get xi back. Is it clear? Sankita, is it okay? Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, see, I will give you one example here. Okay, so plain text is this 1100101001. So key stream. Okay, key generator, secret key. Okay, what is happening here? We are jarring. It is called jar operation. Okay, XOR, XOR. Okay, we are doing XOR operation. That means that 1 plus 1 becomes, yes. Why 0 came here? Because 1, yeah, 1 here, here 1 we have. We are adding and we'll get 0. This is a ciphertext. Is it okay? Like that we will do for all of them. Yeah. Of course, first this 1 came first. Here 0 comes first. So here also we have 1. Right? Yeah. Any questions? This part? Yes, please. Anyone has any doubts? Okay, fine. So this is called one-time pad. So one-time pad is that the key stream S0, S1, S2, and so on. And the key stream is only known legitimate communication parties, owned to the communication parties. Every key stream bit SI is only used once. It's called one-time pad. One-time pad is unconditionally secure. Why unconditionally secure? Your secret key is also random, either 0 or 1, 0 or 1. And if you are using that only once, so you generated and you shared with your opponent, right? Then we are adding. So it is whatever the high computational, very simple but very, very powerful. But what are the problems here? It is symmetric or asymmetric first? Few questions to you. Is it symmetric or asymmetric? First.
Symmetric.
It is symmetric. Second one, what is the key size? See, the plain text is this much, key size is this much. So what is the key size, secret key size, how much it is? Yeah, Amia? Kaustubh?
No, size is the same as size of plain text.
Very hard, wonderful, correct, exactly. So then it is very difficult, right? So how much plain text is there, that much key size also that much. So actually it's true that some system is secure only if these conditions are satisfied. That means we will use that same key size as the message size, and also same, we should not use, again, for the next one, you should not use the same thing. If you use the same key, next what happens? We can find out, right, somehow. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So this is called cipher. So this is proved that this is unconditionally secure. There is no doubt at all. No one can one time pad. So so the secret key as much size as the plain text, and we will use only once. Next time again I'm changing this. So but the problem is that every time you are communicating with the even same parties, every time we need to change the key, right? So before you are sending the main message, you are sending the secret key that is as length as the plain text, right? And every time you have to change it. Then only it is 100%. No one can do anything to that. That is called unconditionally secure one-time pad, OTP. Is there any questions here? Are there any questions? Okay, yeah. So there is something called variable length also. I am not going to discuss with you. You can check later time. Yeah. So I'm just rewriting it, whatever we have, the definition of a stream cipher. So before continue, what is K star? So K is a set of keys. K star is actually, see, we have some alphabet, right? For example, A is equal to 0, 1. Okay. So what is A power A square? A square is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, right? What is A cube? A cube is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, like that, right? 8 will come. But if you put A star, any arbitrary length. Okay. What is A star? A star contains 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, all length 2, all length 3, all length 4, all possible. That is a star means. Is it okay? Are you clear with? For example, English alphabet. So are there any words with only single letter?
I.
Yeah, very good. I. Are there any letters with two? Are there any words with 2 letters? He, right? Yeah, with 3 sh, she. Like that, we can have many words of different lengths. So that is what we are saying. So your message is some length will be there, right? Your message has some length that we don't know, that depending upon the context, right? So plain text length, that much is key length also need to be there, and ciphertext also of the same size, right? So that's why I have to take all of them together. Yeah. Any questions here in the star? What do you mean by star is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now, why E star also I put? It is also a function, but first I have, I'll take E, K cross P to C. So then by using this, I can do for E star. My message is M1, M2, M3 and so on belong to P star. So my K1, K2, K3 and so on is belong to K star. Now C is equal to C1, C2, C3. This is in C star. So M1 plus K1, M2 plus K2 like that. So that comes from E, but I can apply to entire string. So this is how it goes. Nothing. So this is called stream ciphers. Okay. Now coming to the block cipher. In the block cipher, so there is a block of length. So I'll just give one diagram here. In the stream cipher, it will go like this, X naught like that, right? And apply key stream, and we'll get. But in the block cipher, entire block will go. Block of length, some length, and key also of that length, and we will do something here, and we'll get the output. Entire block will go. Key also of some length, as maybe same length as this, or some will do some operation. So this is goes blocks wise. Okay, you see that Wigner cipher में कैसे हुआ? Wigner cipher, you remember? So we divided we divided into blocks, right? This block I applied the key. This block I applied the key, right? So then ciphertext also for correspond this I'll get something, right? Right. So block ciphers. So we will work with the block ciphers only, not with the stream ciphers. But our communications many times, I think stream ciphers also used. People use that. But in our limited course, we cannot study all of them. Is it someone is writing? I don't know. Okay, let me again stop share and again come back. I think it is blocking some part, right? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
But main text is visible. Huh? I know?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so fine. So this block cipher is a symmetric key encryption scheme, right? Here my plain text as well as ciphertext is 0,1 power n, means blocks of length n. We will do blockwise. The key space is from 0, 0, power r. Okay, so encryption map is 0,1 cross power r cross 0,1 to this one, right? So it will take key and in plain text and it will give ciphertext, right? So black box is like this, since message and key, it will give the ciphertext, right? Yeah. So that is what I told here. So one of the main thing is that Shannon told, if you have a proper, see what is the problem in the stream cipher. So it is very difficult. I had to give that much length, right? Cipher key space size is also same, and I cannot use frequently same key again. Then only it is unconditionally secure. But that is a little bit practically not easy to implement. That's why block ciphers came. But how you make it now more secure, right? So then Shannon told that there is a technical confusion and diffusion. With that, it is possible. Okay. So you go through it. What is the confusion diffusion? So I'll come back at later time. For example, so diffusion means that you can see that, for example, I have two plain texts, okay, x1 and x2. So can you see this and tell me what is happening? Last point here. Don't read anything. Just you look at for x1, x2, what is the difference? Do you see any difference in x1, x2?
Difference of 1 bit.
1 bit difference is there, correct. Now I am applying some cipher. Okay, so I'll get y1, y2. y1 is output for x1, x2, y2 is output for x2. Do you see any difference now here? There is a lot of change, right? So
Yes, sir.
yeah, somebody done one modification, right? In between, you've done some modification. We can easily figure out. Yeah, you completely get the different output. Okay, so that is called diffusion. If you change a single bit of the plain text, then statistically half of the bits in the ciphertext would be changed, right? So the idea of diffusion is to hide the relationship between ciphertext and plain text. This will make hard for the attacker who tries to find out plain text, and it increases the redundancy of the plain text by spreading across the rows and columns. So actually we do something so that will help actually. So confusion is a little different one, but each binary bit of ciphertext should depend upon several parts of the key. Okay, so obscuring the connection between the two. So you will understand more when we do some examples. So this is the idea he gave. So you apply confusion diffusion several times. It is possible to make decryption very, very tough. Okay, so that is the idea for the DES. What is DES means? Data encryption standard. So DES, it came around 1975 around, right? And it is there up to 2002. So entire world is using DES only up to 2002. In 2002, it is cracked. Okay. Then a new system came called AES. AES means Advanced Encryption Scheme. Right? Okay. So both are actually which crypto system? They are all both are private crypto system, right? Both are private in symmetric crypto systems. Okay, so our day-to-day life, we are not using the public key crypto system. We are using the private key crypto system only. But even then, we are making things better. How? See, public key crypto system is very, very difficult to implement. It takes a lot of time. But we need very quickly, data can be encrypted and decrypted. Encryption, decryption should be fast, right? So for that, there is some institute, okay, in America. So there the competition will be conducted. So some people came up with this and they succeeded and they won the prize. And this is at that moment one person called Fiestel. So he created something called Fiestel cipher. So people used this Fiestel cipher and in this, and they created it. Yeah, I'll tell you what is Fiestel cipher and how DES is created. But this is a little bit boring to you because it is like explaining a structure of elephant. Elephant has 2 legs. Yeah, it is a fixed algorithm. We are studying it. But these are the things people are using. Okay. So see, we have a plain text and we have ciphertext Y. In between diffusion, confusion, diffusion, confusion, diffusion, confusion, like that. We'll do n times. Then anybody other adversary, very difficult to find X from Y. So in particular DES, the plain text size, block size is 64. Key size is 56. Output Y is 64. It is a general setup, but this is lot of things are there. Okay, X and Y. There are total 16 rounds will be there before X becomes Y. Are you okay? You do not know what is that, but use it. The idea is clear. Do you have some questions to ask beforehand? You can ask. Okay. So how many rounds are there? 16 rounds are there. Each round will do the same type of operation that I will explain now. This is a complete picture of DES. So first they will start with initial permutation. Then it will, that means your given test will permute first. Then final permutation will be there and we'll get Y. Okay. And decryption, this is encryption only. Decryption is just to go back in the reverse direction. Same. Yeah. Can I proceed?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So the K is here 56 and on the
Yes.
right hand side you have written 16 rounds. K 16.
Yeah. Yeah. So actually it is much different actually. See, this K 56. Now, how many times I will use the same key? 16 times. K1, K2, K3, K16. So these keys are generated from this key only. But they are of the size 48. And that also I will tell you. Now these are of sizes 48 only. Yeah, I will tell you the internal structure now. I am just giving the outer picture. You know, onion pay outer layer only. I am telling how it goes.
Okay.
Very big layer is this. DES means X 64, 56, 64. But now this is much more. So first thing is that we'll do initial permutation. What do you mean by initial permutation? We'll construct some table, right? So we'll put that here it is 51. So somewhere here I put 1, right? Then means one position shifted to 51 like that. So we will do some initial permutation. Then we will how encryption in round 1 will happen. That we need to discuss. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So there we will add some key to it and we'll get some output. Now the output came here from the round 1, become input to the second round. Yeah, again some output will come that becomes input to the third round and so on. So that many rounds it will go, then it is difficult to other person opponent to crack the key or find out the actual message, plain text. So there are actually, see, there are financial, many things are involved. Now you know that there is a war is going on. So between Russians and Russians, some information will go, right? So Ukraine soldiers cannot get that information, or between Ukraine to Ukraine. So they will do the ciphertext only, right? No one can crack that. So actually these ideas came in the war time only, Second World War II, right? Okay. Now I'll tell you the bigger picture now, okay? So DES, these are called Fischl cipher, F1, F2, F3. These are the 16 functions, okay? So your plain text, first it is, we'll do some initial permutation. So once you do initial permutation, so first size of X is 64, right? I do some permutation. Again, it is 64 only. But now order is changed. Now what we will do, the 64 thing, yeah, the 64 thing now divided into two parts, 32, 32. Okay, that while left and right. Okay, so now right one comes as it is. You see that right one comes as it is. Or you see that? Hello? Okay, I'll tell you. Right one becomes the left for the second round. First round ka left right portion becomes the left for the second part. But left part, now there is a problem. So what it will do, this right comes directly here and also.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
What is left and right here?
Left and right means original we have 64.
Oh,
Is a message, right?
yes.
Its length is block size is 64. Correct?
Hmm.
Then I will do permutation to that. Some permutation.
Okay.
Still it is 64.
Hmm.
Permute means see 1, 2, 3 I can permute as so 2, 1, 3 something like this, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So I'll permute it, but still it is 64. Right? Then afterwards, so that now 64 length I'll divide into 2 parts. So I'll divide exactly half. This is the length, right? I'll put a line here.
Yeah, yes, I got it.
Here 32, here 32. And this is called left and this is called right.
Got
Is
it,
it
sir.
okay? Yeah. Now, so that is for left and right. Oh, is it okay now, everyone? Yeah, thanks for asking. Yeah. Now this is one round, first round up to here. Now second round starts from here. Are you following?
Yes,
It is
sir.
round. It is round one. In the round one, what happens? So here they wrote that. So permutation they done here, but it's okay. Yeah. So okay. Now R came. This right part will go to the left part for the second round. Is it okay? That part is okay.
Yes, sir.
But what about the left? So even right also goes here. This 32 goes here, and here there is a function. There is a function. So that function takes this right part to do something, and it will give again. It will go here, and this left part and right part after doing the operations here, something comes here that will do the ZAR operation. That will become the right to the next round. What is this F1? I'm not told you at this juncture. This is some function. This right goes here, and this function will do something to it, and it will give 32 again, right? And this becomes now, it will zard with the left portion and come here. So this is the main crux in the first part. This is how this coming. This is coming from the right to do some operation and add it zar to L and come here. And it will repeat. But you need to know what is this these functions. Am I correct? Or?
Yeah, got it.
Got it. So what about other people? Is everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. Yeah, so I told you already, it is already some people got the prize, means they succeeded. They constructed this one and they got succeeded. So this is the people used for almost more than 25 years. All our transactions are going on through DES only. You do not know all this going on. Okay. Right now AES. Right. Yeah. Okay. So see here it is given. So I'll increase the size bit. I'm unable to increase. So are you able to see clearly? Here. So can somebody read what is given here? This box.
Plain text X.
Plain text X. What is given here? This number.
64, I think.
64. Yeah, I
So
think.
that's so small.
Small. No? Okay. So I don't know how to increase. Let me see. Yeah. Now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let me increase further. Yeah, now I think it is much better, right?
Yes.
So plain text X, and then we have 64. And we have initial permutation. I told you, right? We do some initial permutation to X, IP of X. Then we have left L0, R0, right? L0 is 32, R0 is 32, right? So this R0 go as it is to L1. See, it become L1, round 1. Are you able to see that? Yeah. Now, this L0 part, 32, comes here. But this R0 again goes here and do some function here. So here, while doing it, we need some keys. Now key also do some modifications. Yeah. So key also can be do something. So we'll do some transformation to this one and it becomes 48. K1 will come. Yeah. What they will do is that again here also there are some techniques are there. Yeah. So this 56 now divided into two parts, 28 and 28. Yeah. Then again afterwards, so they will do one shift, circular shift, left shift. You know what is a left shift means? Actually, I'm facing small problem now, but anyhow, I'll write this big way only. See, you have 1, 2, 3. What is the left shift of it? 3, 2, 1. This 3, 3, 1, 2. We done in cyclic codes, right? Cyclic codes pay, we'll shift it, right? Again, left shift, what is the left shift of this?
Is this a left shift or right shift?
Okay, whatever it is, okay. So I'm right shift, it is called right shift. Yes, you are correct. It is right shift. So left shift means now it go in other direction. Yeah. Okay. So we do some shift to it. Okay. Depending upon the round again. So there is also some rigid fixed pattern in round 1, round 2, round 9 and round 16. I am not exactly recall, but there they will do only one shift. Remaining places they will do two shifts. So this one left shift and this one right shift, but two shifts they will do. Are you okay? One they will do left shift, other they will do right shift. In the round 1, round 2, round 9, round 16, they will do only one shift. But in remaining, they will do two shifts, two left shifts and two right shifts. Is that part is okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, then this 28, 28, now after doing that, we'll get combined. Now again, it becomes 56, right? Now in the 56 now, so now I'll remove the 8th bit. I remove it. Like that again 16 I remove it. Like that I remove one, so I'll get 48, right? I'll remove 8 bits at particular places, 8 to 16 like that. Huh? So then I'll get the 48 bit now. Are you okay or not okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now what happened? So now we are actually going into this how this business is happening. What is it F is doing, that we need to understand, right? That is what we are here. Okay, it will take 56 key, and the first time it will divide into two parts, left shift, right shift will be done, and then it will go here, right? And now it will do something with F. So here, but we have only 32. Here we are coming with 48. What to do? How do we do something to 32 and 48 to get some 32 again? And the 32 XORed and we'll get the second part. Yeah. So now like that it will go 15th round, then 16th round, and then final permutation. Yeah. So now we're coming here. See, we need to study. Yes. I'll again stop sharing. Some problem is happening. Okay. Yeah. Okay. See now we need to understand that how the right one will doing, right? So right one, what is the size length? 32. So now we need to it is working with k, right? K, what is the key size length? What is k1 size? You remember?
48.
48. But my right side key size plain text size is 32 only. So I need to expand it. First thing is that I need to expand. It become 42. Now key 48. 48 and this 48 together ZAR, and I'll get 48. Are you okay? Yes. Now this 48. Now, but I want what, which size of how much size I want to get finally. I want to ZAR with this one with what? This is the function. 48 output. 48 also I need to convert. See, are you following here? F1 will take 38, 32 length and it gives 32 again, right? So that I can ZAR with the 32 bit. Are you okay? Kaustubh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, but what is happening now? This 32 first I expanded becomes 48. Now key one, this key one, K1 comes from key 52 key size, and that 48, 48 plus 48, 48K. But before going further here, F1 still do something. What is that it will has to do?
Converted it into 32.
Very good. Very, thank you. Yeah. So this 48, I have to convert it into again 32. So that is what we called, this is called S box. This is called P box. Yeah, sorry, P box is here, some expansion and all. So this function F involved two things, expansion and then contraction. Expansion means 32 becomes 48. So now once comes here, these S boxes will use, convert this into again 32. So it will take 48 into 8 blocks of length 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Now it will apply to S1 and it will give 4 only, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 8, 4, 32. Now we'll apply some permutation to that, then becomes 32. This is the role of F. F will take, this is the input for F and this is the output for F. So what it is doing, expansion, S box, and then permutation. So output is this. Now this 32 is now added to the left. This is called facial cipher. This entire thing is called facial cipher. You do not know how do you expand, how do you do contract, but is it you are understanding something? Now I know
Yes.
that. Now you know that I have not explained how expansion will be done. You do not know how the contraction will be done. I will explain that. But I hope you are clear with what is going on here in F. I told you now we are going layer by layer. Yeah. So then it is easy later. Yeah. Okay. Come back here now. So how expansion will be done, right? So in the expansion, what happens? So there are 32, right? So 32, okay. So 32 we divided into, so we have four blocks here, right? Again 4 blocks, right? Again 4. How many 4s will come like that? 32, no? 8 will come, right?
8.
8 will come, yeah. Now I will convert it into 6, right? This I have to convert into 6. This I have to convert into 6. This I have to convert into 6, size 6, right? That is expansion. How we will do it? So this last 32 will come here. Yeah. And then this 1, 2, 3, 4 as it is will be there. And this 5 will come here. 5 will come here. Okay, see 1, 2, 3, 4 now becomes 32, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Are you okay? Not okay?
Yes, sir.
Now how 5, 6, 7, 8 will become? So try to understand that. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it become 4 first. Then 5, 6, 7, 8 as it is and 9. Why? Do you see how why it is so? You understand that 9 comes from 9 is the this part, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this last one here is the 5. The last one here is 9, right? So yeah, so the previous block ka last one comes here. 4 is that. Is it okay? 4 and 9 are clear?
Yes.
Okay, so can you explain now? So let us work out one thing, right? 9, 8, 10, 11. Why it become 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, of course, sorry, 9, 10, 11, 12. Why I wrote 9, 8 actually, sorry. 9, 10, 11, 12, this block now becomes 6 length. What is this 8? 8 is the previous one, 13 is the next one. We'll append it, like that we will do. So is it all of you clear, Suresh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is expansion. So 32 now become 48. Yeah, Ankita.
Yes, sir.
So all of you are hope understand that. Okay, now forget about DES. Okay, we'll now go out now inner to outer later, right? So I explained you what is expansion. 32-bit, how we'll convert it into 48. That we understand. Now key come here and 48, 48. Now again ZAR, again I get 48. This entire thing is F only. Okay, this entire thing is F1 only. F1 take 32, again give 32. So first in F1 again a function of many way things, ES and many things. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is you understood.
Hello,
Now
sir.
how? Yes, please.
Each F will be different, right?
No, no. All these Fs will do the same business,
Oh, okay.
but the key will be changed, right?
Yeah. Right.
See, now I get this 52, right? So whatever we got the earlier keys, again I do one more shift. So one shift, depending upon the round, one shift or two shifts will happen. It is divided into 28, 28, right? Things are there. So the input, the key size, key 48 may be different from here to here. And also the this input also different, na? R1 is different, right? See,
Yes, sir.
for F1, what is the right part? R value, R0. That is initial R0, right?
Yes, sir.
But of course, after permuting the 32, right? But for F2, what is R1? This is R0. R0 went to F1. For F2, R1 went, right? What is R1?
Left part.
Left part is R'd with F1 of that is this one. So inputs are different, but operations are same. Again, F2 also will do expansion, ZAR and all that. Same thing.
But
Is
if
it okay?
we use each time F different, then it will make it more
Yeah,
strong,
yeah.
right?
Right. That's what actually. So that those things also people came, that blowfish and two fish techniques. So in this course, I may not discuss all of them, but yeah. So that is dynamic actually. You are correct. Those things also done, but this itself is taken care actually. So no one able to crack. Nearly people are trying. Everyone knows that what is going on. DES, the attacker also knows the technique, but even then they are unable to crack. Up to 2002, they know unable to crack. What is the problem? Key size 64 now becomes simpler because of the computation techniques are improving. So in compared to 1970s or 80s, in particular 80s, now 2002, the processor speeds and many things are improving. Now we are able to crack it. Then from 2002 onwards, AES came. Up to that extent, we are using this safely without any doubt. Even afterwards also we can implement. So people used 3 DES. DES 3 times. Triple DES, called triple DES. Still people are using this. It is not that completely gone away. People are using, but very, very secure things, then we'll use AES. In AES, key size length becomes 124, 128, 256, like that, some bigger size. Yeah, but here only 64 length, so finally they're able to crack it. Okay. Now I want to tell you that how we'll convert the 6 bits into 4 bits, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to understand this. ZAR is nothing to understand, right? Once K1 comes, so this 48 comes, we'll ZAR it and we'll get the output. Now I want to convert into 32. How do we do it? Okay. So for this also, these S boxes, already tables are given. These are also people now changing. So there I am exactly telling Bluefish technique. In Bluefish, these are dynamic, not static. So DES algorithm, Bluefish algorithm, Twofish algorithm, like this certain algorithms are there. There these S boxes are dynamic, not fixed. Okay. Today I'm not going to discuss and confuse more. Okay. So right now these S boxes are also fixed. How this is done, I'll tell you now. Okay. Okay, so look at here. So we have 1 and 1 here, right? Last 1 and 1, that is 1, 1. It is equal to related to 3. That means I will go to third row, row 1, row 2, row 3, right? And we have 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. So that is corresponds to 2. 0, 0, 1, 0 corresponds to 2. So second column, right? Okay, so here we put 0, 1, 2 up to 15. Why 0 to 15? So total length is 6, but between we have length 4. Length 4 means what? Length 4 means so it can decimal representation for it is 0 to 15. Are you okay? What is the decimal representation for 1111? Suresh?
15, sir.
15, na? So it is 2 power 3 plus 1 into 2 square plus 1 into 2 plus 1 into 2 power 0, right? We'll get 15, right? So 0, 0, 0, 0 corresponds to 0, like that 0 to 15, right? So this portion corresponds to the columns. This portion corresponds to columns. Now these two you take, those are the rows. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, sorry, 1, 0, 1, 1, right? Now we have 1, 1, that means here fourth row, and this is second one, right? So now what is the element? Yeah, somebody can tell me. Third row, second column, what is the element now?
12.
14.
14, huh? Third row, first row, second row. Sorry. Okay, I made a mistake. So 0 row, first row, second row, third row. Third row here actually fourth row, right? Sorry, sorry for that. See, 1, 1 means 3. So I have to go to 1, 1, 3. Yeah. So in this row, I have to be last row, right? And which column? This column I have to take, right? So what is the common thing to both?
8.
8. Now what is the 8? How do you write 8 by using the binary? What is the corresponding binary for 8?
100.
1000. Correct. This is the answer. So this one converted into 8. 1000. So these are called S boxes. S box is a function which convert input of length 6 to input of length 4. Okay. Is it S box is clear?
Yes, sir.
It will convert length of length 6 to length 4. Yeah. So like that, so when you go to second round, S box 2 will be there. Like that, different. So, no, sorry. This is for total. We have 8 blocks now. S1 is this, S2 is this, S3 is this. Again, they are using. See, this much thing is happening for 64 length information. So all these things are happening. So like that, these are fixed boxes. Okay. Now again, come back. So try to understand, right? So how it done? So we have the right information, expander, then E of this one. What is that E is doing? E function. Can you tell me, somebody? What is E of Ri? Not clear.
32 to 48 convert.
It will convert 32 to 48. So I am telling some particular some round from some round. Now it is R'd with it, right? Now we have blocks B1, B2, B3, B4. What is the sizes? 6 bits, right? Now we applied S1, S2, S3, S4, S8. Then we'll look at C1, C2, these 4 bits. Now we do some permutation, right? Then we'll get the code. Okay. So this is what we call output of f of r minus 1 comma ki. So for this entire thing f ke liye, input is this one and ki, right? These are the 2 inputs. So these 2 inputs, output is like this. Very complicated function, right? This is called Fiestal cipher. Yeah, that we are doing 16 times. Yeah. So I actually done here one more time, I explaining everything so that it becomes easy for you. Maybe not be visible. Yeah. I'll zoom it only. Yeah. So yeah, when I zoom it, I'm getting some problems. Okay. So yeah, this is key. How key is modified? Okay. Let me stop staring and again do that. Okay. So here you can see that all pictures here right now. So L and R. So this is the original one, right? This is the original one, and so we done this, and we understand these boxes, right? We understand that plain text initial L0 R0 K1 given to F1. So now L1 become L1 R1, K2 will be given to F, right? Yeah, like that we done operations, we'll get it, right? And we understand this. Okay. Now how key will be done, right? I told you key, but I'm not explained you much better way. So key C0 D0. So one transformation will be done, left shift and left shift 1, right? So again we'll get 28, 28. So that will be given. So C1 D1 will come. So now they become C1 D1 and they becomes 52. We will do something PC2. What is here actually something called PC1 will be there. Here also 64 actually original 64 becomes 56. Okay, don't worry about that. But actual key size is 64, not 56 also in DES. So this 56 now become 28, 28. Then again here it become 48. This is called PC2 something. Okay, it is we are removing certain key certain digits. Like that it will go. Yeah. And so that is okay. Now coming to this here. Yeah. So it is entire picture, key as well as this part. Yeah. Okay. So here I wrote some such sentences related to the data encryption standard has been the foremost popular block cipher for past 30 years, even though it is nowadays not considered secure against the determined attacker because the DS key space is too small and still used in legacy applications. Yeah. So there is a 3DES or triple DES people are still using. It is a symmetric cipher. And DES is a little virtually all modern block ciphers. It is an iterative algorithm. We are doing iteratively. Yeah. It is an example for iterative algorithm in the future. You want to understand much better. And so for each block plain text, encryption is handled in 16 rounds with identical operations. In every round, different subkey is used. They are called subkeys from the original key, derived from the main key K, right? DS uses Fiestal network. It leads to very strong ciphers if carefully designed. Yeah. So this is the thing. Now I explained this one entire thing by using mathematics, how we can do, right? DS itself, you can think as a function, right? So from 56 length key to and 64 plain text to 64 plain text. Okay. Now once we choose the key, now DS K, right? Key is used, same single key. Once I fix the key, then it it takes plain text to ciphertext, right? And an encryption with DSK consists of 16 major steps. So what is F? F is a map from this 48 cross 32 to 32, right? So you understand that how it is done. What is this P? PSE. So expansion. You see that inside is expansion. You understand that? Are you okay, Amaya?
Yes, sir.
First we are expanding, then we are doing ZAR the operation, then we are applying S. S means S box. Then we are doing some permutation to it. The entire thing is called F. Okay. What is
Yes,
K
sir.
bar? What is this K bar? K bar is comes from given K by doing something, right? Yeah, that's what it is. So the 32 message bits are extended to 48s. That is X goes to EX, right? And then ZAR'd with 48 around K bar. Yeah, so like that it is done. So actually I explained that also by using different 5Is. Okay. Yeah, so DSK. Now entire thing I explained with some diagram, some function here. You can see that this part, right? So first to get finally this is I first will apply. It is a composition of functions. First IP of X, first initial permutation, then phi1 is applied, something like that. It will go where mu is another function. It is actually xy becomes yx. It will do all these things. Okay. Initial permutation. Each time it will do some of these things. Entire together is the DSK. Yeah. Yes. So I gave some again some what is going on here. I hope we can go through it. So properties of S box I given something. So with this and summary of DES also I gave. Entire picture one more time I gave here. How R will go becomes 48 K like S1 and 32 bits. Okay, one diagram. Yeah. Next class I may start something else. Yeah. Is it okay? Can I stop?